In the bustling, democratic heart of 5th century BC Athens, there lived a man who was utterly unlike anyone else. He wore no shoes, possessed no wealth, and had a face that artists politely described as unhandsome. This was Socrates. He wrote no books. He founded no school in the traditional sense. Yet his ideas laid the foundation for virtually all Western philosophy that followed. His only tool was a simple, terrifying weapon: the question. Socrates spent his days not teaching, but interrogating. He would find the most confident politicians, priests, and poets in the agora, the public square, ask them to define concepts they claimed to know. What is justice? What is piety? What is virtue? Through a relentless series of questions, known today as the Socratic Method. He would gently, yet publicly, dismantle their definitions, exposing the gaps and contradictions in their supposed wisdom. His ultimate discovery, delivered by the oracle at Delphi, was that he was the wisest man alive only because he knew one simple truth: I know that I know nothing. Socrates wasn't just questioning knowledge, he was challenging the entire Athenian value system. Athens was obsessed with honor, wealth, and power. Socrates insisted that the only worthwhile pursuit in life was the improvement of the soul, or what he called care of the soul. He urged people to turn away from material success and toward self-examination, famously declaring, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Socrates drew a devoted following of young men, including the brilliant Plato, who would become the chief messenger of his teachings. To the youth, Socrates was an inspiring figure, offering a revolutionary path to truth. But to the powerful, established elite of Athens, Socrates was a dangerous pester gadfly sent by the gods to sting the great, sleepy horse of the state. Why? Because he taught the youth to question their fathers, their traditions, and, most crucially, their democracy. In a city reeling from military defeat and political turmoil, the last thing the leaders wanted was endless self-doubt. Socrates' philosophy wasn't just an intellectual exercise, it was a political threat. The conflict came to a head in 399 BC. The Athenian government finally moved to silence him. Socrates was arrested and put on trial, facing 3 capital charges: corrupting the youth, impiety, failing to recognize the city's gods, and introducing new deities. These were thinly veiled accusations truly meant to target his public questioning of authority. Socrates could have fled. His friends arranged an escape plan, offering him a life of comfortable exile, but Socrates refused. His belief in the rule of law and his dedication to his life's mission were absolute. At his trial, immortalized in Plato's Apology, Socrates didn't beg for mercy. Instead, he treated the courtroom as another opportunity for a dialogue. When the jury of 500 citizens found him guilty by a narrow margin, they asked him to propose his own punishment. Socrates' reply was the ultimate act of defiant philosophy. He suggested that, far from being punished, he should be rewarded with a seat of honor and free meals for life, like an Olympic hero. This audacity sealed his fate. The outraged jury voted for the most severe penalty, death. Socrates spent his final moments surrounded by his weeping disciples, maintaining his calm, intellectual composure until the very end. He accepted his sentence not with bitterness, but as a final lesson in integrity. He drank the poisonous hemlock and became the first great martyr for the cause of intellectual freedom. His physical body died that day, but his influence was just beginning. His student, Plato, would dedicate his life to recording Socrates' dialogues, preserving his genius for all time. And Plato's student, Aristotle, would go on to shape science and logic. This trio, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, created the intellectual bedrock of Western civilization. Socrates never commanded armies or built empires. He simply taught us how to think. His life proves that true heroism isn't found in wealth or power, but in the unwavering commitment to truth, even when the truth is fatal. His method of ruthless questioning, his dedication to morality, and his courageous acceptance of death have made him immortal. He knew nothing, yet he changed everything. What do you think is the most important question Socrates ever asked? Let us know in the comments below. If you were inspired by the man who chose the truth over his own life, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the minds that shaped history.